Hello, this is Laura. Today, I want to talk about something that is simple to say but incredibly difficult to practice: trusting the process of life. Trusting that where you are right now, even if it feels confusing, slow, or painful, is not random. It is part of something bigger. Let me ask you something honestly. Have you ever felt like you're doing everything right, but nothing seems to be working? You are putting in effort. You are trying to improve. You're being patient. And still, the results are not showing up. It feels unfair. It feels frustrating. And sometimes it feels pointless. In those moments, most people lose trust. They start questioning themselves. They start comparing their journey to others. They start thinking, maybe I am behind. Maybe I missed my chance. Maybe this is not meant for me. But what if the delay is not denial? What if the waiting is preparation? Life does not move in straight lines. It moves in seasons. There are seasons of growth, seasons of rest, seasons of loss, and seasons of rebuilding. The problem is, when we are in a difficult season, we assume it will last forever. We forget that seasons change. Trusting the process does not mean everything will be easy. It means believing that every experience has meaning, even when you cannot see it immediately. Think about this. Some of the strongest lessons you learned did not come from success. They came from disappointment, from rejection, from failure. At the time, those moments felt painful, but later you realized they shaped you. They matured you. They redirected you. Sometimes what feels like a setback is actually protection. Sometimes what feels like a closed door is redirection, but in the moment, all you see is loss. Trusting the process requires patience, and patience is not passive. It is active faith. It is continuing to show up even when results are invisible. It is continuing to work even when applause is silent. We live in a world of instant results, fast replies, quick success stories, overnight transformations. But real growth is quiet. It happens slowly, internally, gradually, and because it is slow, many people quit before they see the outcome. Let me tell you something important. Just because you cannot see progress does not mean nothing is happening. When you plant a seed, you do not dig it up every day to check if it is growing. You water it, you give it sunlight, and you trust the process. Growth is happening underground long before it appears above the surface. Your life works the same way. Maybe right now you feel stuck in your career. Maybe your relationships are not working. Maybe your goals feel far away. But what if this phase is building emotional strength? What if it is teaching you resilience? What if it is preparing you for something bigger than you imagined? Trust is difficult when you want control. And most of us want control. We want guarantees. We want certainty. We want to know exactly when things will improve. But life does not give exact timelines. Control is limited. Effort is yours. Outcome is not always. Another reason we struggle to trust the process is comparison. You see someone else succeeding faster. You see someone reaching milestones you have not reached yet. And you start questioning your own path. But every person has a different starting point. Different challenges. Different timing. Your journey is not late. It is unique. There is something powerful about surrender. Not giving up, but surrendering the need to control every detail. Doing your best and then releasing the obsession with immediate results. Trusting the process also means trusting yourself. Trusting that you can handle what comes. Trusting that even if things fall apart, you will rebuild. Trusting that you are stronger than you think. Sometimes life removes things you thought you needed. A relationship ends. A job opportunity disappears. A plan fails. And in that moment, it feels like everything is collapsing. But later, you realize it made space for something healthier. Growth often requires loss. But loss does not mean life is against you. Let me speak directly to you if you feel lost right now. If you feel behind. If you feel confused about your direction, I want you to breathe. You are not failing. You are unfolding. There are chapters in life where clarity is low, but transformation is high. You may not understand why certain things are happening, but one day you will look back and see the pattern. Trusting the process is choosing hope over panic. It is choosing patience over pressure. It is choosing faith over fear. It does not mean you stop working. It means you continue working without constantly doubting your worth, because results are delayed. You are not defined by how fast you succeed. You are defined by how consistently you grow. Imagine if you stopped rushing your life. Imagine if you allowed yourself to develop at your own pace. Imagine if instead of saying, "Why is this taking so long?" you said, "What is this teaching me?" That small shift changes everything. The process shapes his character. The waiting builds strength. The obstacles build resilience. And resilience builds confidence. Nothing you're experiencing is wasted if you are learning from it. Now I want you to reflect. What area of your life are you struggling to trust right now? Your career? Your relationships? Your personal growth? Write in the comments, "I trust my journey," and share one lesson this current season is teaching you. If this episode resonated with you, like this video and subscribe to the channel. When you subscribe, you're choosing patience over panic, growth over comparison, faith over doubt. This is Laura. Remember, life is not a race. It is a process, and sometimes the most beautiful outcomes take the longest time to bloom. Keep going. Trust the timing, trust the lessons, and most importantly, trust yourself.